Hello and welcome, my friends around the world. It's great to have you with us. If this is your first time here, we'd love it if you liked and subscribed to the channel. After Iran raised the red flag signaling its intent to launch a deadly retaliatory strike on Israel, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, also known as ARG-CPON, announced that its forces had deployed new ballistic missiles in their 12th strike on Tel Aviv. This raised serious concerns. The IRGC also released a chilling statement saying, "The gates of hell will open upon you." They emphasized that these new ballistic missiles, described as fresh players in the retaliation, would have a devastating impact on Israel. Soon after, videos captured by Israeli civilians showed ballistic missiles lighting up the sky over Tel Aviv. One missile in particular emitted a bright white light as it tore across the sky at incredible speed. It wasn't just an awe-inspiring sight. It was terrifying for the Israeli public, especially after the attack. The IRGC issued another statement placing Israel under high alert, warning that they wouldn't allow Israel to hear a moment of silence from air raid sirens. In other words, Iran is threatening continuous missile attacks with no pause. Meanwhile, some analysts pointed out that images from the latest strike on Israel look nearly identical to those from a Russian missile strike on Ukraine, specifically when Russia used its long-range Warheads ballistic missile. This raised a major question. Could Russia be secretly supplying Iran with Warheads missiles as part of a growing military alliance? Although rumors have circulated about possible Russian missile support, further investigation showed that this particular attack did not involve the Warheads. According to Iranian sources, the missile used was actually a domestically made Iranian ballistic missile called Sejal. The Sejal is part of a family of medium-range ballistic missiles introduced in 2014. However, this recent strike marked its first operational use. Its deployment over Tel Aviv signals a serious escalation, especially considering its massive size. The missile is 18.2 meters long and 1.25 meters in diameter. That means it can carry a significantly larger payload of warheads to Israel. Reports claim the Sejal can carry between 500 and 1,500 kilograms of warheads in a single launch. What's more alarming is that many observers suspect it's not just designed for conventional explosives. It might be capable of carrying nuclear warheads as well. Iran hasn't officially revealed whether the missile is hypersonic or supersonic, but leaked info from PHK Iran suggests that despite weighing around 23,600 kilograms, if launched from Natanz, it could reach Tel Aviv in under 7 minutes. That's a distance of over 1,600 kilometers. Doing the math, that means the Sejal could potentially reach speeds of 13,700 kilometers per hour, about 11 times the speed of sound. The missile also has a reported operational range of 2,000 kilometers, which means Iran can hit any point in Israel with extreme precision. One of Iran's proudest achievements with the Sejal is its use of solid fuel, unlike its predecessor, the Shahab, which used liquid fuel. Solid fuel allows for quicker launches and makes the missile less vulnerable during the launch phase. Now, although solid fuel missiles are generally harder to steer and control, Iranian engineers have apparently figured it out. The Sejal has a claimed targeting error margin within just 50 meters. Experts say this marks a huge leap in Iran's missile capabilities. And unlike the Shahab, which could only launch vertically, the Sejal can be fired from multiple angles, giving Iranian missile units more flexibility in combat. Another missile, the Haj Qassem ballistic missile, has also grabbed global attention, especially for its impressive acceleration and destructive potential. You can see for yourself. The Haj Qassem missile is fully capable of hitting buildings in Israel with ease. This shows that Israel's air defense systems are basically helpless against a Haj Qassem missile strike. What gives this missile such destructive power comes down to its specs. It's no joke. This ballistic missile is 11 meters long and weighs around 15,000 pounds in total. Of that, about 1,100 pounds is just the warhead. With that kind of payload, it's powerful enough to take down skyscrapers. The rest of the weight mainly comes from its solid fuel, and there's a lot of it. This combo allows the Haj Qassem missile to fly as far as 1,400 kilometers, giving Iran the ability to strike any point in Israel with no obstacles. But the real game changer? Its toughness during the strike. That strength comes from a combination of advanced technology and hypersonic speed, which makes it nearly impossible for Israeli or American defense systems to intercept. This was actually confirmed by Iran's defense minister, Assis Nasser Sadek, during the missile's unveiling. He explained that the Haj Qassem's warhead can maneuver mid-air, making it incredibly hard to track or shoot down with interceptor missiles. Iran still relies on older weapons too, like the Emad ballistic missile. Just like Haj Qassem, Emad is a medium-range ballistic missile built in Iran, developed from a three-stage platform, and first introduced to the public back in 2015. Even today, Emad is one of Iran's go-to weapons for dealing with threats in the Middle East. So how powerful is it? Detailed info on the Emad missile isn't widely available, but here's what we do know. It has a diameter of about 1.25 meters, big enough to carry a 1,650-pound warhead, which is even more destructive than the Haj Qassem. What makes Emad different from earlier missiles is its new conical nose design, which allows the warhead to detonate directly above its target. This makes it ideal for airburst attacks, whether using chemical, nuclear, or geo-targeted weapons. Some even say it could be used in EMP, or electromagnetic pulse, attacks meant to disable enemy electronics. Unfortunately, not much is known about how the Emad manages to penetrate enemy air defense systems. Even its launch speed is still classified. But one thing we do know, its range is up to 1,700 kilometers, which gives Iran full access to every inch of Israeli territory. On top of that, it's designed with extremely high precision and reportedly can hit a target within just 10 meters of accuracy. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please support us by subscribing to X News, leave a like, drop a comment, and stay tuned for our upcoming